this section on hyperbolas. You've already had a previous video that dealt with all the parts of a hyperbola. This is an example video. So I'd like for you please to go down to number 64, where we're supposed to be finding an equation. Notice that I've been given two y-intercepts and I've been given two foci. And so the first thing that you see is I've drawn a picture, and the picture automatically tells me a couple of things. Number one, it tells me where my center is. So my center is automatically going to be at 0, 0. The second thing that my picture is going to tell me is that this is going to be a hyperbola that is opening up and down. This is the only way that all of these coordinates can be on the transverse axis. So this has to be an up and down hyperbola. This also tells us what our A value is. So since that y-intercept is up 5 units and down 5 units, that means that my A value, my vertex, each of my vertices is going to be 5 units away from my center. It also tells me what my C value is, because the foci are always C away. So that's going to be 3 root 3. So now, in order to know my equation, I need to know my H's, my K's, I know those, my A's and my B's. I only know my A's, so I need to go find my B's. So once again, I'm going to use my little formula that I've given you. I'm going to plug in the A's and the C's that I already have, and I'll solve for B. So you'll see then that I have a B squared value of 2. Once again, I don't need to find out what B is because my equation uses a B squared, not a B. So when I go over to my equation, I have two fractions that are being subtracted. I need to know which fraction is going to be first. Since this is an up and down hyperbola, that means that my first fraction has to be the y fraction. So up on top, I'm going to have a y squared on the first fraction, and I'm going to have an x squared on the second fraction. Notice that my h's and my k's are 0, 0, so I did not write those. Underneath my y's, that needs to be my a squared. So since my a is a 5, my a squared is going to be 25. And then under my x's needs to be my b squared, which is going to be my 2. And this is going to be my equation.